Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement. Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. Houston Housewives of Finance. For more information on increasing your cash flow, becoming your own money manager, and to schedule your complimentary personal finance strategy, contact the Houston Housewives of Finance today at 1-844-700-4463.
Good evening, good morning. What's happening? What's up? It's Kalen Laws, man. Welcome to G is for Gentlemen. You can follow me at Senor Wapo 713 on all social media outlets. We are so excited for you guys to join us today. I got my brother from another style, Mother B. What up, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you? My man, Kalen Laws. First of all, how are you, sir?
What's up, bro?
Shout out to everybody out there. Brandon Montgomery coming at you live and in person. You can follow me at Real Bmont, RealBmont. That's me.
Absolutely, man. So first broadcast back after the storm,
Man.
It's crazy, man.
First of all, before we get started, we just want to send all our prayers and thoughts out to anybody. I don't care if you lost a cell phone charger.
Yeah.
From all the way to
life.
Your house, your cars, no matter what it is, if you suffered a loss at all, we just want to let you know that we're praying for you, we're thinking about you, and for those of you that aren't here in Houston, even today, it's still probably 6, 7, 8 feet of water in certain places.
Yeah.
So it's the ongoing effort. It's a marathon. So please keep people in your prayers and support any way possible you can. I'm pretty sure we'll have some avenues for you later, but make sure you're supporting, man, because the people here need it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was. I've been here 17 years. Yeah, 17 years now here in Houston, and so I've been through. Oh God, I don't know how many tropical storms, / hurricanes. But this one was obviously different. We received 51 inches of rain total in certain parts of town.
This was a storm of biblical proportions.
Absolutely. It's the largest storm in the history, largest natural disaster in the history of this country since we've been recording natural disasters. And so it affected 2 different states. Shout out to Louisiana and those who are out in Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana, southwestern Louisiana as well, because they're dealing with it. The Lake Charles area, all of our people in the Golden Triangle.
Yeah.
If you're listening out there, Beaumont, Orange, Port Arthur, praying for you as well. Not just
Victoria,
Houston,
Dickinson,
everywhere. Corpus,
Matagorda
Bay,
Galveston,
all of that. Yeah. And so, for those who are listening and maybe watching, keep us in your prayers. There's a lot of recovery. It's going to be months and months and months. Just to give you one figure, B, I don't know if you heard this. The governor is saying that it will at least be a $150 billion worth of damage for recovery. So, we're looking at a long road to hoe. But we can, as Texans, man, we can do it, man. We can get with it. It's been beautiful seeing the city.
Win from within. That's exactly what people have been doing, man. There's been so many people, not just Texans too. There's been people from all over the country coming down here, lending a hand, man, lending their boats, lending their trucks, lending their hard-earned, just hard work, you know. Man, it really is amazing to see. So, again, guys, man, keep people in your prayers, but understand and know that this is going to take a long time and it's going to take a lot of help. So make sure that if find something that you feel comfortable with donating to or a way that you can make a direct impact, because it's definitely needed.
For sure, man, for sure. So we just want to give out, again, our thoughts, prayers, concerns to all those who are affected. Again, if you lost a cell phone charger or if you lost a loved one, all the way from the least to the great.
Yeah.
We want you to know that here at Just for Gentlemen and at the Sphere TV, we're praying for you, praying with you, praying about you, thinking of you as you transition, as you grow, as you get over this storm and recover. So we're believing for full 100% recovery, that you will receive everything that you lost 100-fold.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In the name of, and so
the name above all names.
all names. You
above
hear me?
Harvey.
Hey, you did.
Above Irma. Above Katrina. Come on now.
All of them.
Come on, come by it.
Some won't come by it. Now, so let's talk about style, though.
Yeah, let's
talk about a little style. Let's lift the people's heart, man. You know, there's been a lot going on in the news. We couldn't obviously broadcast last week because of the storm, and so some things happened. But before we get to the ones that happened last week, I want to get to the one that you sent me, man. That was a shoe company. It's a really, really dope shoe company.
Mm-hmm.
It's a startup known, it's Allbirds. Allbirds. Now, Allbirds, they're a startup company out of San Francisco. They only have 2 shoes right now. They have a sneaker and a slip-on. But what's amazing about them is it's all wool.
Oh, wow.
So you know, the runners that are really popular, like the Yeezys, and you know that made the runner back popular again, kind of that sock shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
The knit
joint. Think back. Remember way when we were in high school, and they had the Sean Kemp's.
Mm-hmm.
And before his first version of the shoe wasn't the Kamikaze joint from Reebok. It was the sock shoe that had the spandex that went all the way over the foot.
And it zipped?
Yeah,
I remember.
And then they had the gloves, the Gary Paytons and joints. You know what I'm saying?
That.
And so it's funny how, you know, 20 almost 20 years later, actually 20 years later, because those came out in 97, 96. You're seeing a resurgence of this type of shoe, just with a different aesthetic, right? And so all Saints, Lord have mercy, Allbirds, they've really taking this wool shoe and really revolutionizing it. And the beauty of it is at a great price point. Well, Allbirds, they started off with like a $12 million, raising about $12 million to fund the campaign and the brand. But recently, the company known for its super soft sneakers announced a $17.5 million Series B funding round this past Tuesday. These guys raised $17.5 million to open brick and mortar physical stores. I think it's really, really important as we talk about being a gentleman and style and fashion and culture, to also know that business is a part of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not only, you know, we look at being fly, we look at being really aesthetically pleasing and having dope gear and dope clothes as one part of it, but we forget this is a multi-billion-dollar industry, the fashion industry, menswear industry, and these guys were able to raise $17.5 million, man. And
so what that says to me is there's always a lane for something that's refreshing, that's hot, that possibly people are looking for that you don't even know they're looking for, because this isn't a traditional shoe. This is it's not a traditional sneaker or otherwise slip on. This is something that, you know, they're making their own lane. And when it comes to fashion, there are no rules. If there were specific rules, I don't think they would have got $17 million.
You understand what I'm saying? For people to believe in the vision. And so, and the beauty about it is,
shout out to all those entrepreneurs or people that are trying to create their own lane. Here's a perfect example of what can happen. Absolutely,
of what can happen. You of some hard work and a dope product. And so what's equally as dope about it is the price point of the shoe, right? They max out at $95. That's it. So it's an affordable shoe, really high quality, easy to take care of because you throw them in a washing machine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you throw them in the washing machine, put them on the porch overnight. You know what I'm saying? Or here in Houston, you know, it's hot. So right now, super hot right now. So put them in the garage, or on your balcony, and they dry out in 5 hours, and your shoes looks great. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Allbirds, man. They're really, really excited about what they got going on.
Yeah, changing the game, man.
I
like it, man. And at a price people can.
That's what I love.
Part of the competition. They can be a part of the game. You know?
That's what I love.
It's one thing to change the game, but it's another thing changing the game to where people can actually get involved.
Because ultimately, especially at that price point, ultimately it helps the consumer. It helps all of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the competitors can't now come out with something similar and be $75 cheaper. It might, or more expensive, right? It might be $10, $12 more expensive. And people can justify that price point if you like the design better, but you can't go inordinately further than $95 for some sneakers. When the last time, it's hard to find some sneakers under $100 that are decent.
Oh yes, sneakers average between 150 and 180.
Exactly, for some
average.
Some dope sneakers, and so that bodes well for us as the consumer, on the back end, because their competition is going to have to continue to have a similar price point.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And so we talk about making lanes, man, and really revolutionizing business. I tell you, have you heard this little store, like has this little red circle on the outside, and then in the middle has a white circle, and then it has like a little bullseye that's red as well. That's the logo.
Yeah, I want to say I have. I want to say that a lot of my family members, especially the women in my family, they love it. It helps them focus in on like a specific Target,
maybe? I believe. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah. So Target, y'all see what we did there. Target has actually done some really dope things. If you pause and go back, man, I remember in undergrad, boys used to shop at Target. First of all, undergrad, you ain't got no money. But secondly, boys used to shop at Target for like screen tees, and you could find, you know what I'm saying, some chucks,
underwear, briefs, t-shirts, tank tops,
and then belts. Then over time, they started getting like nice inexpensive watches. Mossimo
that was what I was saying next. Watches were something else that you would get.
Exactly. Yeah. And so
sunglasses,
and then they got into the they actually got a few nice ties from Target, man. They got into the accessories and pocket squares, and now all of a sudden, they just announced that this month, actually last Friday, they rolled out a new men's apparel and accessories brand that focuses on quality and fit. Now they've had jeans and denim, but this brand called Goodfellow and Company is exclusively only at Target #1. Now, pause. Remember when we growing up, Target was really inexpensive. Its competitor was Walmart.
Right.
That's not the case anymore.
Right.
Target has had a long history of having strong design. Isaac Mizrahi has been in there. Strong designers, right? They're doing some dope collections exclusively for them for a number of years. Well, now that Goodfellow and Company is here, they're really focusing on quality menswear. If you look at this, if those of you are watching, if you look at this graphic, this looks like some high end, not high end, but it looks like it's comparable to me to like a Banana Republic,
Gap, what else? Some form of Zara. I mean, just H&M, Forever 21. You throw all those in there, and I really like what Target is doing, because they understand that there's a open market for this specific genre of clothing. And that specific market is actually doing really, really well. At the end of the day, more men are understanding their own personal style, which therefore allows them to go out and make purchases like this. Because, I mean, style doesn't mean you got to buy or have the most expensive outfit out there, but it means you got to make something that fits your body type, the type of personality that you have with the clothes that are being presented. And I feel like this is going to be a win. I really do for Target. I really feel like this is going to be a win.
I'm telling you. And real quick, let's talk to our Facebook Live folks. We want to ask that you subscribe to our show. Everybody that comes in on Facebook Live, shoot, what up, Miss Nikki Nicole? Thank you for joining. Cedric Keeler, what's good? Make sure you guys subscribe to our show on all the major platforms, including iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. Review our show on iTunes with constructive feedback, and share this Facebook post and the entire show with your family and friends. Donate to our mission to bring enriched and inspiring content each and every week. You can donate at thesphere.tv/donate.
Shout out also, quick sidebar, to two good friends of mine, Tara and Ellen, back in Atlanta. They have their own thrifting business or company, but it's actually both of their birthdays today, so they're in business together, and it's both of their birthdays. So shout out to them, man. And they're dope. They love fashion. They're really great at it. So shout out to them.
And shout out to the Black Houston Relief Fund, right? They need your support to serve the city better. September 16, 2017, They're going to be at Queen Mattress and More at 2560 FM 1960. And at HCC at 630 West Little York, and at Emancipation Park in Third Ward Avenue in Third Ward, Texas, rather, at 3018 Emancipation Avenue. They're going to be at HCC 1600 Texas Parkway in Missouri City. There's a GoFundMe account as well, www.gofundme.com/Black Houston Relief. And this is organized by Elevation Allah of Visit Black Houston. So this is one effort that everybody can get involved in in order, if they want to really make a difference in the lives of those who've been affected. And so when we talk about making a difference as well, this clothing brand has made a difference. And you know what? Is it that time already? We gotta bid our Facebook folks adieu. We love y'all so much. Thank y'all for joining in. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this post.
Yeah.
Also, donate. Go to www.thesphere.tv/donate and donate. But back to
Make sure you check out the rest of the episode.
back to Goodfellow and Company. What I love about them is so I went to Target and I actually sampled them. Got a bunch of different pieces, put them on.
How are they fitting?
The fit was great. The quality again was about of a Banana Republic.
Is it more of that
quality.
Euro cut?
Yeah, well, it's not necessarily a Euro cut. You can be at Target. They went up to 42 in the waist.
Okay.
And I want to say, I think the largest I saw in the jacket was a 48 or 48.
Sounds
so
about right, yeah.
So, it's not specifically for larger guys. But this is their first round, their first offering. So I did some digging. It's funny you asked that, and they will make a lot of pieces for our, what I like to call our macro gents, our big brothers. And so, but the quality was really dope, man. It was the pieces were really, really nice, really clean, classic blazers, clean, classic denim, nice. Cow neck sweaters, you know what I'm saying? Shawl collar sweaters. It's really, really dope. So I'm excited to see that.
I'm definitely excited, especially for here. It doesn't get too cold for the winter, so I feel like some nice little sweaters, little cardigans,
perfect,
little light jackets. I feel like that'll be a win-win.
Perfect, you know. And so this is one of 4 different offerings in terms of apparel the Target is going to do for the rest of this year. So, I mean, they're really trying to diversify themselves and make themselves known in the menswear space as somewhere to go to, because menswear has exploded over the past 10 years or so. Additionally, who jumped on the bandwagon?
I was going to say, now, anytime one of these Target or this person or that person, you know, your boys can't be left out now. So I know you about to tell me something about they're not gonna be left out. I don't even want to say that name.
Yeah.
I want you to go ahead and tell me.
that good old Walton family.
Yeah.
Walmart. That good old billionaire family.
I was about to say they're not gonna be outdone.
They cannot be, brother. They
cannot
cannot
be
be.
outdone.
They saw what Target did. They understand the space,
right?
And it did the same thing, but they actually went out and purchased a luxury brand, which is dope to me. A luxury online brand called Bonobos. So Bonobos.
Nah, I'm very interested to see how they're going to introduce that.
Yeah. So what they said is they're not going to sell it in the stores because of the price point. What's interesting from a business standpoint, we started off talking about business, right? And gents, always take care of your business and be well informed about how you make your money and how others make money, so we can do the same for our families, right, in our communities. But what Walmart is trying to do is Walmart is the best at retail sales.
Right.
They get the most. They have great prices. Customer service, but
they don't have that Chick-fil-A ministry.
They don't have the Chick-fil-A mantra. No.
Yeah.
God, no. But in terms of offerings, they're Walmart, right?
Yeah.
There was legislation passed to make sure that they weren't creating a monopoly because they're so dope, right? But they don't do well online. So the largest retailer space, physical retailer in the world is Walmart, where the largest online retailer is Amazon.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
And so they're trying to figure out how they can tap into that market as well. And Bonobos is a way to do it. Why? Bonobos is if you go into their store, they're a custom brand. They only have one size of everything. You try it on, you look at it. They measure you there with the pieces, right, to make sure it fits, because you might not You might not understand, and they might not have your size. They don't sell anything in the store. They have everything just for samples to try on. You measure it, and then they measure you, and then it comes back.
So here's my question: how are they going to do that as an online brand?
What do you mean?
As far as if the actual store,
so the
how's
store,
that going to work?
So the stores
with
will still
online?
remain. They may close some. The stores will still remain, but most of Bonobos' business is done online. So now
you pretty much just giving them your own measurements.
Exactly, you're giving them if you know your measurements, you go to the cleaners, or if you're a fashion aficionados like you and I are, we know our measurements. You go into your measurements for whatever piece you're really digging, and they send it back to you. Well, what this allows Walmart to do from a business perspective is really strategic. It allows them to understand e-commerce because they're not really good at e-commerce because this company has been successful at e-commerce for a number of years.
Yeah, they've been around about 10 years.
Yeah, around about 10 years.
Yeah.
So they purchased the clothing company for $310 million.
So again, here's my point. Here's my point. What this means to the everyday consumer or to the everyday, fashion guru, is more opportunity for you to expand not only your wardrobe but your style in an economically feasible manner.
Because they're semi-custom, so you don't pay a full custom price for that.
You don't have to go to the mall anymore or to outlets or wherever. You know what I'm saying? You can go to Target and you can go to Walmart, or you can just simply go online and still have great clothes, great price, and expand.
Let me backtrack. The Target, Goodfellow and Company, the jeans are only $39.99.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So you're 100% correct. You can go to Target, get you some dope denim.
That's good.
For under $40.
That's
you
good.
feel me? And maybe you want to be a really dope individual and support what's going on in Houston, right? Mitchell Elementary in the Gulf Meadows subdivision has suffered major damage, and everything may need to be replaced. The teachers have been proactive by setting up projects on www.donorschoose.org. Please donate to their classrooms so that students will have necessary supplies. Here is how you can help. Go to www.donorschoose.org. In the search box, type Mitchell, Elementary with the zip code 77075. Donate to one, several, or all, if you bet about it.
Yeah.
Listed projects, and share this information.
Please.
For those of you who are watching, you see what's going on. For those of you who are listening, again, www.donorschoose.org. In the search box, type Mitchell Elementary with the zip code 77075 and donate to as much as you want.
And here's the thing. Kids down here only been in school for about 2 weeks.
Some of them for that. My niece was in school for 3 days.
Yeah. When this hit.
Yeah.
And so imagine already trying to muster up whatever it takes to have a successful school year just coming out of the summer without a major natural disaster happening, and then having to go through this, possibly seeing your parents lose everything as well as yourself. As a child, that's got to be very hard. And not only the children are suffering, but a lot of the principals that I have talked to personally said that a lot of their staff members have lost a lot, if not everything.
Yeah.
And so a cause like this, if you've ever been waiting like, oh man, I'm looking for the right opportunity, man, something like that that's your sign right there. Please,
no doubt.
Man, especially when it comes to these kids, they don't have a choice in the matter, man. And so just to be able to help in any way you can is going to be very instrumental.
And we talking about back to school, the students here in the Houston area, everybody starts. The majority of the districts, the major districts, are starting September 11th, next Monday. And I remember back when
you're saying starting back up.
Yeah, starting back up.
Meaning we were out of school for almost 2.5 weeks now, and some are starting on the 18th, and some are starting next week on the 11th. So that's a lot of time that they've missed.
But one joy about back to school was
them
what?
Back to school outfit.
Oh, brother.
I would have the whole week, maybe a week and a half, but at least the whole first week of what I'm wearing.
So.
Man,
So let me take
that was better than Christmas.
Bro, what do you mean? So let me tell you. So like the day before school, that Sunday night or that Sunday night, you lay out you look on the bed, you lay out everything moms and dad, pops, uncle, coach, whoever bought,
from the
right?
shoes,
you lay it out. But what do? You put it together. You say, put that with. Nah, that ain't gonna work. You put that and you piece it together, and then at the end, what do? You look at it and you say, oh,
Yeah.
Right? You get so live, you get so excited about it.
But what happens if you wear a uniform?
See, that's the thing. Over time, uniforms when we were growing up weren't that popular, right? They weren't that popular, but there are ways when you wear a uniform to really still be super stylish,
to
stand out, right?
I've seen it happen in these middle schools. I've seen some kids come in there and just their sense of style at a very young age is so much further than their peers, and it's like they have on the requirements for the school uniform, but it doesn't look like they have on a uniform at all.
Right. And so, uniforms are oftentimes known to be boring, right? But there are ways to spice up the look and still remain in dress code, right?
Yeah.
Because you got to remain in dress code.
Yeah.
Got to remain in dress code in order to stay in school, right? And so, the number one thing to do is to remain in dress code. If they say you need khaki bottoms, wear khaki bottoms. If you got to wear a maroon polo or a blue polo or a blue top, wear a blue shirt. Like, stop trying to go in and say, well, it's blue-green or it ain't khaki, it's great. Nah, man, you out of dress code. Stay in dress code because at the end of the day, they're going to send your butt home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have to deal with moms.
You're going to get referral. You're going to get all
like,
kind
it's
of
just too
stuff.
much.
Yeah.
It's over some clothes, right? So the first thing to do is to remember, and then I'm talking to the parents and to those young folks who may be listening as well, make sure they stay in dress code, okay?
Second thing when it comes to making sure that you're keeping it fly and you're keeping it fresh. Now, gentlemen, you're not an adult. You can't do what you want to do. And even when you're an adult and you're not doing a podcast, you can't just walk around and wear your hat in the building.
Yeah.
I'm an adult and we're doing a podcast.
Right.
So I can wear my hat.
But you had a meeting, you had a business meeting earlier today, and that hat, and I saw you because you FaceTimed me, the hat came off.
You see the button up that I still had on from earlier. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, in school, you already know they're going to say something to you anyway.
So just chill.
So go ahead. I mean, I get it. We all had those days where hair ain't just, the freshest or whatever. And you're like, man, I just want to wear my hat. But at the end of the day, your hat is not a part of your school uniform. So let's go ahead and just get that out the way. Parents, I know you'll be happy to hear that. Hats are not part of school uniform.
Yeah, at all. The next thing you want to do is focus on fit. Now, this one is kind of tricky because
you're going to have to get your parents to help you with this one possibly.
Also, junior high is when those growth spurts start hitting. So sometimes focusing on fit, parents want to buy. Yeah, parents want to buy their kids something a size bigger so they can grow into it. But even still, parents, speaking as an educator, you do not understand what fashion and style can do for a lot of young men, right? It can really elevate their confidence if they look a certain way. So just buckle down. I know not everybody, but your budget may be tight, but figure out as the dope parent that you are, a creative way to be able to do some other things, man. Listen, we did a couple weeks ago. We did a segment on resale shopping. Man, listen, I live by it. Mm-hmm. I live by resale. Find some dope stuff for inexpensive resale, and it allows my dollar to go a lot longer. So, focus on fit, right? Number 3, play with accessories. Is a dope way, right? Play with your accessories. If you're in the standard polo and khakis, you can put on a dope watch, a really nice watch. You can put on a coal or a fly belt, right?
Or even something that you made yourself, like from middle school all the way up to, or even little kids, but even from middle school all the way up to high school. A good project or something to do as a family is to make like family bracelets or family this or family. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then that helps to create your own sense of unique style as well, because everybody's not rocking the gold chain or the gold bracelet or the
big face, or
the sterling silver. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff. Man, do something fresh and that's gonna help represent not only your family but who you are as a person as well.
Absolutely, man. And so you can play with your socks, belts. You know what I'm saying? All of that. Socks is a real.
I remember we used to roll our socks down.
We used to roll our pants and put our socks in our pants.
No, I used to roll my socks down like a little ring. Like I would just roll them down my ankle.
That was an Alabama thing. I didn't do that. I don't know what that was.
So number four, step your shoe game up. Now, this one is not always feasible.
Yeah, because shoes are expensive.
Yeah,
right?
But in saying that, I don't spend over $200 something for my. I mean, there's exceptions every now and then, but I'm telling you, man, I go to Ross
or Marshalls.
I go to Marshalls, and I find the dopest shoes for like I have some shoes that I bought that are so dope. Like in the store, they're $150. I saw them at Burlington Coat Factory and they were $40.
Yeah.
$40. Now you go and spend that on one video game.
Straight up.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's
you just got to know where to get the shoes and stuff at. Don't always go to Foot Locker and those
Champs,
places are nice. You know what I'm
Finish
saying? If you can
Line.
afford that,
Yeah.
great. If you're living within your means, great. But don't go broke trying to keep up and stepping your shoe game up when you can go somewhere else and find 2-3 shoes for what you get for one pair.
Right. For sure. Real quick, donations are also, the Church Without Walls is accepting donations as well. We're talking about all of these clothes, and a lot of our listeners and people around this city need clothes, need items.
Yeah.
And one place you can donate is to the Church Without Walls, right? At 5725 Queenston Boulevard here in Houston, from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, and from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Saturday. You see the stuff that's needed: baby food, wipes, deodorant, face, a lot of toiletries, a lot of cleaning
Feminine
supplies,
products,
feminine
socks,
products, right?
New socks, guys. When we're talking about
Come on, man, don't beat nobody.
undergarments,
That's
socks,
just-
underwear, you wouldn't want somebody else's old socks or things like that. So make sure that you're giving what you would like to receive.
Yeah.
Give whatever you would love to receive if you were in that position.
Absolutely. Shout out to Pastor Ralph Douglas West, who's the pastor and founder of Church Without Walls, really being in the community. And if you want to give online a monetary donation, you can go to www.churchwithoutwalls.org. That's churchwithoutwalls.org. And as you post on it, you can put a CWWK, hashtag TCWW cares, or hashtag we serve, to let people know that you've donated to the Church Without Walls. And so back to this back to school, how to be fly in these uniforms, right? You can also think outside of the box. Okay, think outside of the box. So like if you're required to wear khaki bottoms, oftentimes they don't care about khaki. They don't care about the type of pant.
Right.
They want it to fit right, and they just want it to be khaki. So take some regular khakis and throw on some khaki joggers.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
You
students
see what I'm
do
saying?
that.
Or throw on some khaki biker denim, right? Something really, it's still in dress code. It's still fly. And then you got your new J's on, or some dope Air Max, on or whatever, with some khaki joggers and some khaki denim, or even khaki denim if denim is allowed, right? In dress code, you can do that. That's one way to think outside of the box. You can also change a traditional button up, like what you have on. You have on an Oxford button up, it's a traditional button up, to a Mandarin collar or band collar button up, where, you know what I'm saying, something like that, where it's still a white button up that's required, but it's a Mandarin collar. Throw on a little blazer on top of it. If you're at a private school that requires a uniform, roll the sleeves up, and boom, you killing them now. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's so dope. Like if you are at a public school and you see somebody with a nice outfit on that actually fits their body type, you don't have to be a certain age to focus on fit.
No, FOF.
I see a lot of young people doing that. I mean, more or less the ladies kind of do that all the time. But when you see a young gentleman has nice pants on, they're not hanging past his behind. Nice shirt that fits well, and then a nice little sweater or a nice little blazer. I mean, that makes you stand out, man.
Yeah, man, it does.
Stop trying to be like everybody else.
Yeah. And you can also, let's say, you're supposed to wear a traditional polo or traditional white button up. Well, you can change the white button up and bring it to one of those button ups that roll up and have the tab on the or the tabs on the shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Or the four pocket. Like there are a lot of different ways that you can remain in dress code if your district and or school will allow you to go outside of the specified dress code. If these suggestions for this one are really based upon colors being the dress code. If there's a specific shirt, like you gotta wear a polo, then just wear a polo, right? Because you gotta remain in dress code. And lastly is layering. Learn how to layer, fellas. Like, we starting to get into these fall months, and for those of you who are listening up north or in the Midwest,
the weather's
already changing. Look, it was
87
today for us, and that's cool, but we can't layer right now.
Good. No, but
we can't layer right now.
You can ride around with your windows down and not burn up. That felt great.
Glory.
I was in Atlanta the past week or so when the hurricane hit. And in the morning time, it's like 60 degrees. It was so.
We're not going to see 60 degrees till November.
Right, and that's
if then
that's the low.
Right. If then, yeah, right, exactly. And so, but layers a good way. A dope cardigan, a dope sweater on top of something, a cold double-breasted. Like if it's actually cold, don't just wear a starter jacket. Like get you a clean double-breasted P code. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just
And-
really helps you stand out,
and-
and it's functional.
And here's the thing: the reality of the situation is, we get it. We know that a lot of middle school or high school students may or may not be listening to this podcast, right?
Parents,
So
though.
I don't care if you have a child or not. If you see a child that you may possibly want to mentor, or you are currently mentoring, or it's somebody at your church, that's a great way to have a conversation starter. Like, hey man, do you mind if I show you some different ideas or different ways to rock some stuff when you go to school? And even if they have a traditional uniform that they're supposed to wear, here's an end not only to start up parents listen and aunties, uncles, whoever that has relationships with students. Here's a great way to have a conversation starter and focus on how you can connect outside of the norm. Because right now, most middle school and high school students are at that stage in their life where they feel like parents just don't understand. So if you are a parent and you want to have a better relationship with your child, what better way than to go shopping for them and kind of help them create or change the style that they already have? Or if you don't have any children, but you do mentor and you have a special relationship with somebody that that looks up to you in a specific way, here's an opportunity for you to be not only a blessing to them, but also to expose them to something that they never had exposure to, which is a different sense of style.
Absolutely. You know, if your nephew plays on a basketball team, if your niece or your son is on the chess team, right? Mm-hmm. There's an opportunity to point to some kids right there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, you don't necessarily have to change the world, but you can affect one family at a time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. You never know what changing someone's style actually can do for them too.
I'm telling you, it's such a confidence booster for these young folks, man. Being in the districts for so long, and even being at two universities, as a faculty member, seeing when I talk to a lot of my guy students, and even some of my lady students and mentees, listening to their stories and able to really coach them and guide them on personal style, really boost their confidence. They come back to class and they've implemented some of the things that they've read or that I've told them, and they're like, and you can see it, man. You can see it in a 19-year-old's face. Like, yo, I feel a lot better for myself because I look a certain way, right? Mm-hmm. Inwardly, we're wired to want and to desire confidence, and style is one way that we can assist in building that confidence, right? And so when we talk about layering, man, again, that's a big piece of it, B. Yeah. That's a big piece of it.
And just trial and error.
Absolutely.
You're not going to know how to do everything right the first time. And again, if whether this is a student that's listening, or if you are a parent that wants to kind of do some things, try something different with your child's style, trial and error. See what looks fit. Put this jacket over this shirt, or put this vest with this shirt. You know what I'm saying? Just try different things to see what it looks like.
Yeah, man. Get in that mirror, because at the end of the day, B, what do we want them to do before they go to class one morning? We want them to lay everything out on the bed and say, "Oh, I'm
gonna kill them.
I'm gonna kill them."
You want to have, even if they don't say it, if they had that look on their face, like,
"Hey, bro, you know what it is."
Yeah.
You know what it is. I'm smooth today. Listen, that time goes by fast, man.
Fast.
The time does go by fast. So we want to thank you guys.
Time always flies when you're having a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Man.
We want to thank you guys for listening, for tuning in to us, man. And again, shout out to all those who want to donate. Actually, he's not going to say it, but I'll say it for him. My brother, Brandon, you see the hat that he's wearing on. It says FAB, Fab, Forward and Beyond. He has his own organization as well, where he has an initiative where he's providing supplies and bags for students at 3 different schools in a district here, in the A-Leaf ISD district here. So if you want to go to forwardandbeyond.com to contact them.
Yeah, just go to forwardandbeyond.com
to be a part.
Go to our contact tab, and then just send us your information and let us know how you're looking to partner with us, or if you have any additional questions. Somebody from my team will definitely get back to you. And but thank you in advance, whether it's with Forward and Beyond or any other organization. Just make sure that you're being a blessing to somebody, because it's desperately needed at this time.
Listen, that's what gentlemen do. Gentlemen,
that's what they do.
That's what we do. We're about our style, we're about our families, and we're about our communities.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
And so one thing that's always important, though, you can keep it gangster,
you can keep it G,
but always
Wait.
We gonna rewind.
Hey.
You messed it up. You messed it up. We gonna do it again.
Let me start off.
Even gentlemen mess up sometimes.
Let me start off. Hold up. Let me start off. You can keep it gangster.
You can keep it gentlemanly.
But always
Keep it G.
G.
Till next week, y'all.